So, as a businessman or as a coach, so what should be the vision of Natty Coach and what is the mission for the Natty Coach?
Vision is like down the line, I want to build lot of natural athletes. In order to do that, I can't only do it. Maybe I can coach 100 people, 200 people, not more than that. So that I am planning to build lot of coaches so that the coaches can build lot of athletes. My heart was saying that this is the right time, to jump out of your IT company and build a legacy. I want to build more and more, whatsoever the God gives.
If a guy really need to become a coach, he need to have an experience, he need to learn things, he need to become knowledgeable, and obviously he need to be certified. There is a lots and lots of fake certificates available in our market.
So that's where I built academy. So from the certification, what I learned, they are teaching the basics from the books or like some kind of a experience in the books and their own experience. When it comes to practical application, a lot of things are like contradictory.
That India is really a huge market. Health industry is going really good after the corona phase.
Yes, sir. Exactly. A lot of people are getting awareness. That's where that content marketing is getting boom. Where people are like into YouTube and Instagram and promoting themselves, sharing knowledge, and a lot of awareness are getting. That's like one good thing only, I would say. But again, a lot of misinformation also is there that need to be like addressed. That's the thing. So that's where I say the drug testing has a lot of loopholes. If you know how to tackle these things, you'll be easily clearing that. And that's where I won't rely on the drug testing to know whether somebody is like lifetime natural or natural like Natty kind of thing. Federations, we have federations like ICN, INBA, WNBF, all the natural federation. These federations are there only for natural athletes, not lifetime natural athletes. We don't have any federation for specifically for lifetime natural athletes. We can't build one thing because of having the loopholes of like drug testing.
Nazeer, also known as the Natty Coach. So how this happened? Nazeer, welcome to Cheersfit.
Thank you, man.
I'm so happy to see you after a long time.
Even I am to that.
Yeah, how are you?
I'm doing really great. Thanks for inviting me for this. And I'm like to talk more about the natural bodybuilding in the coming time.
Yeah, thank you so much because we are actually planning for a long time because it was one of my bucket list when I started Cheersfit, so that I should interview Nazeer at one time.
Mhm.
So that dream became true right now.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Great. Yeah, and I'm really grateful for this opportunity from you. It's coming because I know how hard you work and how hard you did the show and then went to the Canada and moving out and doing all the things. It's great. Great to see you here.
Thank you, man. Thank you so much. So the first thing I really need to know is a guy who started working in Accenture as an IT professional who had a better future at IT field, who was working from 9 to 5 job, suddenly just left the job and started a firm. Like he chased his passion actually and became India's one of the best natural bodybuilding coach, Nazeer, also known as the Natty Coach. So how this happened? I really need to know about your journey.
Okay, so when you say that, I just completely switched to continue the Natty Coach. It's not just happened overnight. It's like my journey started from 2017, would say. So 2017, I got a job in Accenture as a software engineer. There, I worked in Bangalore, and I was like a Java developer there. So there, I continued my journey. But right after my job, I got married. So in 2023 age itself, I got married. So that's the life turning point where I don't have any other opportunity to just give my complete responsibility to manage my family or take care of my family, especially my wife and my family, father and mother and everyone. So that's where I struggle a lot in terms of financial. So I could not able to offer a lot of things, and I had to go for a kind of a part-time job. I already had a skill of like coaching, personal training and all. So thought of like joining a personal training gym. I joined a Snap Fitness firm in 2018, and there part-time I worked like morning 5 to 9 o'clock. I work there and I go to office and then I come back, and evening also I'll go to gym. I'll do and I'll come back 11 o'clock. For all the things, my wife supported a really thing. Okay. So there I thought like I just joined a trainer for like just to earn money, honestly saying, because I could not able to offer a lot of things. In Bangalore, the expense will be like very high. So
Yeah.
for that reason, I just joined. Then over the period, when you get a lot of appreciation from client, lot of transformation that happens in the client, then I got to know what is really I am interested into. And when I joined software, I really interested because I completed a BTech IT. I only studied in the computer science only. So then I just moved to directly IT job. So I was like, whatever the knowledge I learned from the college, that only I was applied in the work. Similarly, when I went into the personal training, the same kind of a thing, but I got more kind of a personal connection where I felt really from my heart, this is the thing I want to do. More than the money, I just want to dedicate myself. Then later, like because of financial reason, I need to continue my full-time job as well, along with that part-time job also. Part-time job was like paying good amount of money. Then later Corona came. Because of Corona, everything got shut down, So my personal trainer job also got shut down and I had to pay a lot of EMIs running. So that also got stopped. Because of that reason, I started slowly establishing in Instagram as an online coach. There I coached a couple of general clients, very less amount, I would say like 500. There we started and 1,500. Gradually we started. And slowly into 2021 and 22, where natural bodybuilding started exposing in India, where like ICN started to come back to India after the Corona. So there I got to know, here we have a lot of vacuum and I already have the knowledge of like natural bodybuilding, where I learned from different sources, different mentors. So there I started exposing more about like natural bodybuilding, talked about natural bodybuilding, educated and started coaching athletes. Even I myself did the shows. Slowly I built it. Over the period, before I quit my IT job, I built a complete system of like coaching, where I built a website, where I built an app, full thing I built it. I built a team. I have 6 coaches of team. Currently 2-3 more coaches newly added in the team. So like that, I built it. And I got to know that, okay, I can earn more than my IT salary. And along with that, I can run my family. I can take care of my entire life with just coaching. Many people like stopped me to not quit the IT job, because 6 years you're working means your pay slip will be like more than 6 digit for sure, like more than 1 lakh. But
Yeah,
many
sure.
people like, why you are quitting? You can continue the part-time job. Is like you are getting good amount of salary in both. Why you are like wasting this opportunity? Many people are struggling to get job, but my heart was saying that this is the right time, to jump out of your IT company and build a legacy. So that's what I decided. I talked about everyone, especially my mom, my wife, and everyone was like initially against to quit the IT company, but I was very eager to do that, because I know where my next 5 years going to be, where my next 10 years going to be if I do that time. So one night I told my wife, like, whatever so happens, okay, if I'm even go to zero, I'll come back. So that kind of a thing,
Yep.
I had the confidence, because I can visualize where I'm leading into, whatever the work I'm putting into, what is the vacuum it is there, and what I'm going to do, and what my team capabilities, everything I got to know. Then I thought of like jumping in completely, and right after doing that, lot of opportunity is there, and lot of opportunity came. I just blindly took all the opportunities, whatever the amount we got, all the things we invested, and we built a Natty Coach studio. We are also running a Natty Coach academy. We are also educating like a lot of natural bodybuilding prep coaches, like more than 200 plus prep coaches we already educated, and 300 plus athletes also we already coached. So all things like with the God
300
grace,
plus athletes.
yes, 300
in
plus
total.
natural athletes, yes. So it's like,
In your old journey, you're talking about the old journey, you just built 300 plus athletes.
no, not old journey. When I say old journey, it's like more than 1,000 people, because we started from 2017, where a lot of general people we are coaching, like lifestyle clients, normal male and female clients, like body weight loss kind of a thing, only we are doing. But when it comes to the natural bodybuilding coaching, it started from 2022, where the ICN started coming to India. So from 2022 to 25, we were having like 300 plus athletes in the team currently. So 300 plus athletes we already coached. We have more number of overall pro card winners, overall winners in different natural shows itself. So that all things goes to my team effort, especially my coaches, fellow coaches, and along with the team athletes. Because it's, as a coach, I can give them the plan, I can give them the motivation, I give them the guidance roadmap. But as an athlete, they have to do all the work. So it's the coach, it's the athlete, those people made me to sit here, I would say.
If you talk about the old journey, it's not an overnight change actually.
Of course.
So as you told, like to quit an IT job is not that much simple for everyone, because you had a family at the age of 23. Was it love marriage?
Yes, of course, it's love marriage. That's why it's like.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, and as you know, because I stayed in Bangalore for around 5 years, so I know the expense what a person really need to bear in a Bangalore city. And you just left the job and you started to chase your passion. And hats off to you because you built a legacy. As you told before, you really built a legacy right now. 300 plus athletes are not a really small thing. 300 plus athletes, and it's like pro card winners and champions. So you are a great coach, man. Hats off to you.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a
Yeah.
lot. Thanks a lot, man. That makes.
And you started your own coaching studio, right?
Yes.
Natty Coach Studio.
Yeah.
And it's around 6 months before, right?
It's 7 months. It's already 7 months completed.
Yeah, 7 months. And congrats to that for that.
Thanks a lot. Thanks a lot.
What's your current stand on Natty Coach?
So as I mentioned, I'm having a lot of plans in terms of like building the team, adding more coaches, giving more opportunity to my students, especially the academy students who are learning from our academy, where they're completing the contest prep course, which means they need some kind of a source of income or like source of kind of coaching athletes. So I already have a system, like we have a coaching app and everything we have in place, right? So I am planning to give opportunity to the downline people in terms of like those who are already eager to learn and apply the knowledge with athletes. I'm taking to the team and building a solid set of natural bodybuilding coaches team, which will be like more affordable in terms of coaching prices, and also will be providing high quality elite level personal training to the clients. So this is what our motto, and you know what I'm providing the coaching. So not just like a diet plan training plan, because diet plan training plan even chat GPT can do, but we are completely different because we personalize the coaching and we will connect with the people more one to one. And along with that, those people who are doing shows, we will be like traveling to them whatsoever the location all over India. Currently we are also traveling to international levels. Like recently we are planning to travel for a Bali shows in Indonesia. So like that, we are like providing more kind of a support to our athletes, and along with that we are also providing one-to-one posing session for a free manner kind of thing. So a lot of additional values we are providing, that we will continue to do that. That's what my motto, and I'm building it up.
So as a businessman or as a coach, I need to know your vision and mission. So what should be the vision of Natty Coach and what is the mission for the Natty Coach?
So as I mentioned, vision is like down the line, I want to build lot of natural athletes, because you know about the enhanced side, natural side. So I'm more passionate about natural bodybuilding. So I want to build a lot of natural athletes. In order to do that, I can't only do it. Maybe I can coach 100 people, 200 people, not more than that. So that I am planning to build a lot of coaches so that the coaches can build a lot of athletes. So my motto is to build athletes the same way, build coaches. So the coaches build athletes like that. It'll like, this is the thing I'm planning. So the numbers is not like, I don't keep like 1,000, 10,000 and all. I want to build more and more, whatsoever the God gives.
If a guy really need to become a coach, he need to have an experience. He need to learn things. He need to become knowledgeable. And obviously he need to be certified.
Exactly.
What I mean by certification is to get knowledge, because there is a lots and lots of fake certificates available in our market.
Exactly, true. So that's where I built academy. Okay, I have done multiple certification. So from the certification, what I learned, they are teaching the basics from the books, or like some kind of a experience in the books and their own experience. But when it comes to practical application, a lot of things are like contradicting, especially when it comes to nutrition and application of contest prep. So that's where when I work with the client, I learn a lot of different things, because Indian clients are different, where the way you diet plan, preparing the diet plan, nutrition plan, and even training plan, everything will be like small adjustments you need to make according to the lifestyle. So this is most of the place you won't like not teaching the practical application. So what I thought, I want to teach that practical application to all the coaches, so that the coaches will be more equipped with the practical knowledge, not like just their own set of transformation. Like they do they join under one coach, or like they'll lose some 12 kg body weight and they'll put it in the Instagram. Like, I also coach people, just join under me, join me. Only 2 slots available, 3 slots available. A lot of marketing gymmings, a lot of followers they'll get. Like, they'll make a lot of contents, they'll talk about a lot of things, and they'll get clients and all, but the quality is hampering, because it's like health industry. Like if you're going to a doctor, the doctor doesn't know anything about the operation, but you're just going because just because he already had operation by himself, if you go with him, you will be like screwing your whole entire thing.
Yeah.
So here you need to understand what is the doctor experience, what is the doctor certification, whether he is like educated or not, whether he is capable of doing it, all the things you need to go through, and then only you'll be doing. So for people who are like choosing the coach, has to be like choose the right coach in terms of knowledgeable, in terms of the coach should show empathy, more of like the particular person lifestyle understanding, and give kind of a room for planning a diet and training and all the things. So that and all is currently lagging, because a lot of 2K kids are become a coach now in terms of like just completing Udemy course 400 rupees, 500 rupees, and putting it inside the certification and all. So that's happening.
And everyone becomes a coach. Like, what is the current scenario is everyone can become a coach if they are really good at editing. So if they make good BGMs, so that's a really hard thing. And you know something, so I had around 8 or 7 certificates,
Okay.
like different categories. And when I reached Canada, only 2 are valid here.
Got it.
That's a real
EREPS
fact.
one.
I'm talking about some certificates which cost me around 60,000 rupees.
Okay.
So I had around 7 certificates, but only 2 are really valid here.
Okay. So when you say valid here, it's like a work permit, or like what is the purpose?
If a guy really want to be a fitness trainer here, he need to be certified. First of all, he need to be insured.
Okay.
Because if you train someone and if something happens to them, they can go to court.
Okay.
So we need to be insured ourselves, so that our insurance will claim the client and for us too.
That's great. That has to be implemented in India, I would say.
Yeah, that should. Yeah, because if a client is under our supervision and if he gets some sort of injuries, so he can go to court saying that it's only because of the personal trainer that happened. So then the case will go on and go on. So if we doesn't have an insurance, we'll be screwed.
Understood.
And certificates are really important. I'm not talking about if a guy is having some sort of certificate, they can't become a personal trainer. There are some valid certification courses here which are applicable to become a personal trainer.
Understood. Makes sense.
Because my resume has around 7 certificates.
They don't
When I'm
even
going to
consider
drop
that.
a resume,
Out of it, 2 only it's
they
valid.
don't consider. They are like, sorry, what are these?
Understood. Makes sense.
That's a harsh reality happening here, and that's really good because
So that kind of a stringent measures you need. That's where you can control a lot of people. So otherwise, like everyone is like coaches nowadays, like trainers nowadays. That's what. Because this is like growing industry in India. This has a huge market, So this is continue to grow, because you will always see the people who have a lot of health problems, a lot of health concerns. So for sure, the market is very big here.
as I tell in every one of my podcasts, that India is really a huge market.
Exactly.
For everything. So because of the population, because of the vast diversity, we can sell everything and anything in India.
Understood.
So at the same time, our physical, like the health industry is going really good after the corona season.
Exactly. A lot of people are getting awareness. That's where that content marketing is getting boom, where people are like into YouTube and Instagram and promoting in themselves, sharing knowledge, and a lot of awareness are creating. That's like one good thing only, I would say. But again, a lot of misinformation also is there that we need to be like addressed.
Yeah,
and
sure. Because there is no restriction for the social media content. Like if it is wrong, no one is going to restrict, right?
Yes, exactly.
Yeah. As a bodybuilder or as a fitness enthusiast, most of the people passion is to attend any one of the competition. So around 3 or 4 years before, only the competition was only on steroids. I mean enhanced PEDs, and it changed a really lot right now. So right now we have the opportunities to attend in a competition where we can compete naturally.
Exactly.
So what are the different type of natural shows that are available in India, and what are the different categories of that?
Okay. So when it comes to India, so recently when I say 2022, where ICN started. Okay. Earlier 2019, ICN was there, but after that, Corona happened, so no show was happening. So 2022, where ICN restarted the show. From there, they were doing multiple shows. Like every year, 4 or 5 shows are happening. So ICN is one such federation, is doing like huge number of shows in India. That's like grown very well, and it's keep on growing as usual, because there are a lot of opportunities are there for the athletes and coaches, and they are building a huge community for natural bodybuilding. And considering that ICN, we have another shows like INBA and we have WNBF. So these two are the natural bodybuilding shows. INBA show happened in 2024 in Kerala. I would say like in Cochin it happened. And after that, there was no show happened in north side, like south side or north side. And WNBF, they're planning in this year, 2025. So in 2022 to 25, ICN was the one top leader in natural bodybuilding in India. Okay. And we have shows like Muscle Mania, HSF and all was like close to the natural bodybuilding only. They were like claimed natural bodybuilding, but they allowed a lot of enhanced bodybuilding athletes to compete in the show. And because of a lot of controversy, I would not recommend them, the athletes, to do the show. So that's the thing. So for now, I would recommend highly for ICN, WNBF, INBA. Among three, ICN has like 5 years drug testing policy. So which means like 5 years before, if you taken drugs, they're not a problem. You can do the shows. You can claim yourself like natural and do the show. And when it comes to WNBF or INBA, like 10 years drug-free policy is there, which means like 10 years before, if you taken drugs, then only you can compete. Or like in between 10 years, if you taken, you are not allowed to compete. Like that policy is there. And among like ICN, WNBF, INBA, WNBF, INBA has like polygraph testing. So which means like lie detector testing, which will be done before you stepping on the stage, 1 day before. That's really great. And for the top place winners, they'll do a polygraph or urine analysis testing, like WADA drug testing. So that is another good thing is in a drug testing. When it comes to ICN, ICN also does the drug testing, polygraph testing and WADA urine analysis. But the problem is they won't do it for all the people. They will randomly pick the athlete and do it on the registration time or on the show day. Whoever is winning the gold medal or like whoever is getting the overall place or whoever is like suspected, they will be drug tested. So that's the only difference. But apart from that, 3 federations are currently in India like doing naturally. And also recently NPC also started in natural bodybuilding shows in Kerala, specifically NPC. In Kerala. So like that, I see more of natural shows are coming in because more athletes wanted to come into natural bodybuilding because a lot of people don't want to put a lot of things into the body in terms of like injections of steroids and all. So that's the thing. And when it comes to categories, you asked the categories which is available in natural bodybuilding show. So I'll take an example of ICN. In ICN, we have categories such as like bodybuilding. They have a core category and non-core category. So when I say core category, in the core category, they will provide a pro card, where you will get a pro card winner, and the pro card winner can be like represent India in pro level shows in abroad or different international shows. So core categories are like 4 categories for male athletes. Bodybuilding, it's a core category. Men's physique, it's a core category. Men's classic physique, it's a core category. And the 4th one is men's fitness. It's another core category. So after 4 category, they'll be giving the pro card for each overall winner if they deserve to become a pro. And then they can be competed in the pro shows like that in ICN. When it comes to female, again, female natural bodybuilding also growing in India because a lot of females are coming in, especially in ICN. I see a lot of female athletes are stepping in and doing shows in a very good manner and getting into low body fat percentage naturally. That's really amazing to see. Because in our India, in our culture, people won't allow you to show your body on the stage. And now people are breaking
and even with bikini.
Yeah, exactly. Bikini. So that a lot of restrictions are there. But nowadays, I see in every single show, at least 5-10 athletes are there to do the show and making things happen. And it's growing.
I started my bodybuilding career after I completed my 10th standard. So I started going to gym. And I was working with my brothers who were really competing in bodybuilding shows. So I grown up in the gym by seeing them. So my brothers are really champions in Mr. Kerala, like South India.
That's great.
So I know how hard it is to be a bodybuilder. Everyone are saying like, oh, you can just inject the steroids and you can become huge. You can become so massive. So it's not like that. So there should be a dedication. There should be a hard work. It's everything. We need to put our life into it.
True.
So it's really hard to become a bodybuilder to make a good physique.
So natural bodybuilding is all about passions, I would say. So if you don't have a passion, if you don't look into the long-term game, then natural bodybuilding is not for you. If you can't do that. Because after 3 months, 6 months or 1 year, if you get demotivated, you will be like getting into the dark side of the bodybuilding. So it's all about like 10 years down the line, you're able to dedicate yourself or not. That's matter. That too, the quality training, quality nutrition. That's where the people lag. In India, the lifestyle that we have that don't support us to pursue the natural bodybuilding in a large level for a long term. And those who are doing are shining in a very big manner.
the most common concern of everyone is the expense.
Exactly.
When you say some video, when you say about any content, the first question will be like, bro, how much is the expense for that? So people are really curious to know about the expense of different categories or the different competitive segments. Can
Exactly.
you please tell me how much it will cost to an athlete who is going to compete in a natural bodybuilding show? I'm talking about the overall expense.
Overall expense. So when you say overall expense, I will come to first and foremost non-negotiable expense. So when I say non-negotiable expense, the expense that you can't even negotiate, you can't even get reduction on anything. Okay, you have to pay in order to step on the stage, kind of expense. That's called a non-negotiable expense. These are expense you need to pay to the federation for like getting the membership. When it comes to ICN, you need to pay 3,500 yearly membership. So it's kind of a premium membership. Once you get the membership, then only you'll be able to participate in any show on the particular year. That will be valid for the particular year. Okay, so 3,500 for the membership, and after the membership, if suppose you are doing a next show, that particular show, if you are doing first category costs around 6,500 rupees current price. Okay, 6,500 rupees for one category. So if suppose you are doing an additional category, extra one more category, or extra one more category, for extra one more category you need to pay another 5,500 rupees to 6,000 rupees. So which will be like around 12,500 rupees. Aramse it will come for two categories. If you do more categories, additional amount of 5,500 or 6,000 rupees will be adding. If you pay a little late, like the date they'll giving like end date, deadline date. If you're registering after the deadline date, they'll be increasing the price of like another 500 rupees or 1,000 rupees for late fees as well. So for the registration, for the premium membership, you need to pay around 15,000 bucks without compromising on anything. Okay, which means like you need to have this money if you have 15,500. Apart from that, if you are doing men's physique category and all, you need to buy shorts, men's physique shorts, which will cost around 1,000 to 3,000 rupees. Based on your budget, you can choose any kind of a brand. You can go ahead with that. 3,000 rupees, you can keep it a high limit. And after that, you need to apply tan on the show day. This is like non-negotiable. If you're buying your own tan, that will cost 2,500, 2,000, 3,000 rupees around. If you're registering with the ICN itself or like any federation itself, they themselves like ask 2,500 or 3,000 rupees range. 2,000 rupees to 2,500 rupees, they'll ask. Depends on like hand tan or like spray tan. The price will vary. So if you see that 3,000 and 2,500, another 5,000 rupees will come. So minimum of 20,000 without negotiating on anything, you need on the show day. I'm talking about the show day. Okay. If you are in South India, shows happening in North India, you need to travel. The traveling need to be there at least 3-4 days. The traveling cost, air ticket or like ground ticket, whatever the mode of transportation, that transportation ticket, and along with that your stay, hotel stay cost, and your food there, whatever the travel expense and all the things. That maybe depends on the budget, depends on the level of you can afford it. That varies person to person. So minimum 10,000 to 20,000 rupees you need to allocate for that itself on the show day. And along with that, if suppose you're joining under any prep coach who is like really knowledgeable, who is like having a lot of experience, minimum of 10,000 to 25,000, 30,000 rupees. Different coaches are charging different prices based on their experience, based on their capacity. So that price, if you want, you can avoid that. You can do your prep by yourself by learning things. But if you want to have some edge, you can join under any coach as well. So that price you need to spend it. And apart from that, the main thing comes the regular daily expenses. There you can negotiate or non-negotiate. That depends on your level of budget. So let's say you have 500 rupees budget. You need to allocate your diet plan according to the 500 rupees. If you have a more budget in terms of 1,200 to 2,000 bucks and all, we can budget like that way. So when I say 2,000 and all, the food choice you can increase. Like quality of food, quality of nutrients, you can change, vary it. When I say you have a less budget, you can food choice, you can change it. So for diet, minimum 300 rupees to 500 rupees per day, minimum, base minimum I'm telling. Like for chicken, eggs, the normal thing that we do. Okay. The rice and all we will like getting in the home. Normal food and all will be there in the home. But the base protein foods like chicken, eggs and all, minimum 300 to 500 rupees, bare minimum you need on a daily basis. So which means like 30 days, you need 9,000 rupees for diet itself. Okay. So many
diet
people,
is the main part, right?
Yeah, that is the main part on a daily basis. So first and foremost, I talked about the non-negotiable on the show day. So this is on a daily basis to prepare for the show. So 300 to 500 rupees for a particular day means per month 9,000 rupees you need minimum in hand.
minimum.
Okay.
Yeah.
And apart from that, supplementation. So when it comes to supplementation, the basic supplementation like whey protein, if you're consuming, if you can't consume protein from foods, you're taking whey protein, that cost, creatine or like fish oil or any kind of vitamins tablets you're taking, that cost will be there. So entire 1 month cost, minimum 3,000 to 5,000 rupees minimum you need. More than that also will be there. Depends on the brand you go, depends on the level of quantity you buy. So monthly, if you see 15,000 rupees, you need for the diet and supplementation itself. That's where people say bodybuilding is a expensive sport.
Yeah.
So after you're hearing itself, you'll know every month you need this means you need to earn more than that.
Yeah.
I won't say it's an expensive sport, it's an expensive hobby where you have a passion,
it's an
you need to, it's kind of a bodybuilding competition. Okay. So if you're doing just a regularly building body, that's like you are doing out of your passion and you're taking care of your body. But when it comes to competitive level and all, you know the struggle, you know you're going to suffer your physique, going to reduce your food intake, reduce your body weight, body fat and everything. You're going to suffer a lot. And then you're doing the show to win or like showcase your effort or like conditioning and everything. So that's where I say that bodybuilding is like expensive hobby.
Yeah, because obviously if we are under a prep time, our body is under stress.
Of course.
Our body is under different type of stress, the workout, the recovery. So there are a lot of stress which are happening in our body. At the same time, if we don't have that much money or the financial stability, again that is too a stress to us.
True. This is what I see commonly with a lot of people. When I start with coaching, right, before people joining under me itself, I'll just put it away like this is the price you need to pay for the show day itself. This is where you can like adjust something, like you can reduce some supplements, you can increase it based on the budget. But this much money you need to keep it on the show day. Whatsoever you do, just keep it ready so that you don't get stressed at the last moment. Many people, what they do, like it's a show, right? I can just do it and all. But when it comes to natural bodybuilding, like in the national level, international show and all, the cost is a little bit higher. Means whatever the price they are charging, they are giving a quality, stage experience, all the things. I'm not going to deny that because that is required. The polygraph testing itself, like cost will be more. I know that. So as an athlete, we need to understand that and we need to be ready for that. Otherwise, the stress will be more. Because of that, I have seen a lot of athletes quitting the complete prep in between because this is not their cup of tea. And some people are like borrowing some debt and then doing the show. So because this is like you are investing something. If you are getting some rate of some kind of returns back, then it is good. Otherwise, it's like you're just putting some money and then you're losing a lot of things. That's the thing.
Because most of the time it's all about passion.
Of course.
You know, if a boy started going to gym, that dream to get into a stage is like a big thing.
Exactly.
You know? So it is a dream for most of the gym rats, you say.
True.
I say.
I just
At
want to
that
step
time,
on
they
the
will
one
not think
time on the stage. I just want to step on time on the
really
stage.
want to step at the stage for one time. So that's a big dream for most of the gym rats. I mean the boys or the girls which really passionate on going to the gym. And how many of them will be triggered after knowing the total expense? As a prep coach, I'm asking you.
So when you say the triggered, what you exactly mean?
Like if a guy comes to you for the coaching purpose, and you will obviously say about the expense, right? Yeah. What will be the first reaction of the client?
So most of the people see from the communication itself, I can understand whether the people are ready to do it or not. That's where I'll put it because I don't want somebody to just join in and in between they stopped. I don't want to do that. So for that purpose, I'll just make sure I'll explain everything. After that, if they are ready to do, that's good. If they are not ready to, they'll at least build their wealth so that they'll be ready to do it.
Yeah.
So most of the time, what happens, right? When I communicate this, some people tell that this much is like, it's very good, very, very, very huge money. I can't do that kind of a thing. They'll step back. They won't even respond back. Some people like, it's better we can do a local show itself. Like they are charging 500,000 rupees, 2,000 rupees. Why the hell I'll pay 6,000, 10,000 rupees for one day or particular day show. So that kind of a mindset. It's all about mindset. I commonly see most of the people around 25 above, 30, 35 above that range people. And again, under 19 and 18 people are there, under 20 people are there. But those people are already doing something like the family support or anybody is supporting for them. And in India, most of the people have better physique. Okay, genetically have better physique because of financial reason, because of traveling and other things. Because most of the shows are happening in north side, means south side people has to travel from south side to north side. So the travel cost and everything. Because of the expense itself, many people are not doing show.
Yeah.
So that's our reality, man. As a federation, that's kind of a business. Okay, even though they are doing like shows and all, it's a business. They have to invest some money in order to run the show. If you're investing money, if they're running the show for like with 120, 200 people with the complete management, they need to pay. In order to pay, they need to get some money from people. So we have to do, because these guys like the IC and other federation and all doing the shows in international quality with the show experience and everything is like very top quality. So for that, the money will be very high. But that's a reality. I can't say anything because many people are.
We have seen a lot of shows happening in small stages, like local stages, where but the show's quality will not be that much good. Like having a local setup, a small type of stage. Yeah, that's really happening in most of our sites.
Exactly. Especially in Kerala and all, a lot of people are not traveling to south side, north side shows and all because of the financial reason only. Those who are going, they are shining because these federation have more visibility in terms of a lot of people. And when you are doing the show, you are getting more credibility, more visibility in online platform and all. That gives some edge for your career growth. Maybe if you're a coach or if you're an athlete, if you want to become an influencer, that's getting huge. You know, Ali, you already know that, right? So Ali Roshan. So he's been like from 5,000 followers, I've been following him and he became a client of me. And from there, he started posting a lot of contents and he grown really well. And because of growing in Instagram itself, he's getting a lot of opportunities of getting like influencer, brand collaboration and everything. From that itself, we're making a lot of secondary source of income. And that kind of a thing is happening because of these kind of a federation. Even he done the ICN show last time and his profile growth is even more increased. That's kind of a thing is what I'm also saying for the athlete growth.
When it comes to the show, so I personally competed in an ICN show 1 year before.
Yeah.
So when I participated in the show, from my heart, I didn't feel most of the guys are really natural. So on that mark, I should ask you something. So what is the criteria of the drug test on how the federation or the competitors, the authority will recognize someone as a natural one, and how is the drug test going to conduct in a show?
Okay, so when you ask this thing, this is where the reality hurts. Okay, so I'll be like very true to you, or like very honest and be very frank about what's happening, so that you aware and those people who are watching also will be aware about the drug testing and the procedure and everything. So I want to be like a little bit clear on this point, so that everybody will clarity and then you don't get disappointed when you step on the stage or like when you come back to the backstage. Okay, so when it comes to drug testing, right, what normally drug testing does, we have two types of drug testing, especially with the level of like high level bodybuilding, like natural bodybuilding, ICN, WNBF, INBA shows. They do urine analysis of WADA drug testing. So whenever you take some drugs, enhanced drugs, these drugs do all the process. After that, all the process, the end product will have some metabolite of particular drug. Yeah. That metabolite, our kidney will excrete through urine. Okay. So normally in our body, testosterone will be there. Testosterone will be like excreting one metabolite. That a metabolite will be excreted through kidney. So urine itself will contain testosterone level of metabolite of small amount naturally. When you take steroids, that level will be increased more. Testosterone level will be increased more. Androgens levels will like slightly goes up. So this WADA urine analysis drug testing and all, what they do, they'll take your urine analysis at the time of competition, before show or like during the show or like on the show day, after the show and all, they'll take it. They will be like giving to the WADA lab. They will be like finding out what is the level of metabolites are there in the particular urine sample. If they found the particular range of testosterone or like any other metabolites are very higher, they'll come to conclusion that this person currently on a drugs. Okay, so you understand, right? So the only through the urine they're finding the metabolites. If the metabolites, they have a cutoff limit. Okay, for each and every metabolite they have a cutoff limit, because naturally all the metabolites will be there in your urine. Naturally, all the
Yeah.
metabolites will be there in the urine.
And
So
there
if
should
they-
have an average value for each metabolite.
Exactly, for each, and because if you go to WADA website, you will get all the cutoff limit, all the steroids banned, and all the metabolites names and everything in a detailed manner. Okay, and each and every category also will be there, like S1, S2, like whether it's a highly banned or like less banned, or like it's 1 year ban or 2 year ban, like that they'll be like putting it out. So you just need to look at the WADA drug testing website protocol. Okay, so when I say that the urine, they'll be seeing the metabolite levels. The metabolites are like suspicious level, then they'll find out which metabolites are, why the metabolites are here, what drugs could increase the metabolite, and they'll come to the conclusion these are the drugs. There are a lot of methods are there to find out with these are the drugs the person currently taken to do the show. So they will be like disqualifying the person. So like that is what urine analysis will happen. So the another thing is like polygraph testing. So when it comes to polygraph testing, it's a lie detector testing. Normally, when the thief and all, like they're saying lie and all, they'll put a lot of wire cables and find out your heartbeat, how you're talking, and whether you're talking like lie or true. So normally they'll ask your name, your father name, and all basic questions. And suddenly they'll ask you whether you have taken drugs in the past, have used for any medical reason or anything. Based on your response of your heart rate and other things, they'll come to conclusion that whether you've taken drugs or not. So like that only will be there. As I see, that polygraph testing is that not that level of like high level testing which happen in the very security concern kind of people, like for the lie detector level of testing. Normally they'll ask basic questions because a couple of my athletes already been tested for the polygraph testing in ICM. So I know what happens exactly. So small questions they'll ask, based on your response, they'll find out whether you are taken drugs or not. Most
but
of
if
the
the
people
person is really smart enough, he can easily
exactly. But that it's there. There are people also. Normally you are natural athlete, okay, but generally you will have a lot of high BP problem, or like you will have a shiverness when you are meeting a lot of new people. Suddenly some people are putting wire and all, you'll get BP. So what happens in the case? Even though you are natural, your BP increase, you may like telling the lie kind of. So
I'll get stressed, right?
That's the thing. So that's where I say the drug testing has a lot of loopholes. If you know how to tackle these things, you'll be easily clearing that. And that's where I won't rely on the drug testing to know whether somebody is like lifetime natural or natural like fake natty kind of thing. So when I say lifetime natural athlete, the athlete, they never taken any drugs in the past, the entire life. Those are the lifetime natural athlete. The natural, those are like natural means they were taken drugs in the past, maybe 5 years, 10 years before. But out of the 10 years, 5 years, they never taken any kind of thing. They're currently doing natural. So these people are like doing the shows. This is where you get disappointed. This is where as a lifetime natural athlete, you and me like that, people, when we go backstage, these guys will look very massive. And we will look very small in front of them and we'll think that, okay, how these guys have built a muscle. Maybe they have put a lot of effort in terms of 5-10 years of consistent training naturally way. One thing can be there. Otherwise, they have taken drugs in the past, knowingly or unknowingly. Because before 2000 and all, you don't know, right? To the 5 years, 10 years before, how the normal bodybuilding is. Like everybody was like under some kind of a thing. Maybe fat burner, like lot of drugs and all. Like
Dynabol.
Dynabol, Clenbuterol, a lot of things are there. So if they are taken something by their uneducated trainer or like somebody, friends or anybody, so that could have some kind of potential growth in their physique. Their androgen receptors can increase more, because of which they'll have grown muscle. And if they are doing currently now naturally, they'll be having good physique compared to us. So this is the reality happening. So this is how the drug testing happens, like polygraph testing and WADA urine analysis. And urine analysis also, it won't detect whether you've taken drugs last year or last to last year or 5 years before, 10 years before. Because
only the 6 months before.
Not again 6 months. Because in drugs itself, each and every drug has its own lifetime. Okay, when I say lifetime, like half lifetime will be there. Like if you're taking one particular drug, the drug will be excreted through urine within 8 hours, 12 hours time. Which means 2 weeks before, if you are taken the drug before the show, you will be like clearing the drug test. Because within 8-12 hours, that drug's metabolite will excrete through urine. You got the point.
And if the guy has done PCT in a correct form, again we are clearing.
That's where many people, enhanced people, say that these guys have done washout and then do the natural shows and all. There are chances are there that's happening. The rarely that's like happening, I can't say like it's not happening and all. People are doing it. People are cheating it. And if that is happen, that's like the one of the worst thing. As an athlete, as a coach, we should ensure that we should not get into that kind of a thing. Where we should not involve in that. We should not inject something and step on the natural bodybuilding show. If you've done in the past, okay, according to the federation policy, 5 years, 10 years, you are okay to do the show. Because the federation itself allows you to do the show. If you are a lifetime natural athlete, that's great. I am even lifetime natural athlete. I like to be lifetime natural athlete. I never want to get into something because I have some ethics. Similarly, you should keep your ethics and you need to compete. It's all shows your integrity in terms of you athlete. Whether you want to do it naturally or not, it shows your ethics. That's the thing.
To make really clear, I really need to ask you something. So in your terms, who is called to be a natural athlete?
Okay. So as I mentioned, lifetime natural and natural. Okay. So lifetime natural, as I mentioned, they never taken any drugs in the past throughout their lifetime. Those are the lifetime natural athlete. The natural can be like lifetime they never taken. Otherwise, they taken in the past. 1 year, 2 year, 5 year, 3 year before. But currently they are natural, but they'll never get back again to the enhanced side. These kind of people, I can okay to say that they are natural. Because of the federation rules. Even if the federations are like not like this having these rules and all right, I'll be happy to say only the lifetime natural athletes are the natural athletes. Because federations, we have federations like ICN, INBA, WNBF, all the natural federation. These federations are there only for natural athletes, not lifetime natural athletes. We don't have any federation for specifically for lifetime natural athletes. We can't build one thing because of having the loopholes of like drug testing. Because there is no measure to know Abhishek is like lifetime natural athlete. Only you can confess yourself like you have taken or not. Only I can confess myself like I have taken or not. If you don't want to do, if you taken in the past, that's all shows your integrity. That's the thing. So if you are taking currently, we can. That's where the federations are disqualifying people. You might have seen a couple of people banned from federation because they are currently taking drugs. But 5 years before, let's say you taken drugs 5 years exactly on a May 22nd and you are doing tomorrow's show. And how they will find out like this time you are taken 5 years, the gap exactly. Practically it's impossible, I would say.
Yeah. And as you mentioned earlier, it will be like knowingly or unknowingly they should have taken.
Yes, exactly.
So the harsh reality of the fitness industry, like 4 or 5 years before, everyone was taking that. So it's a common way to get into the gym, and after like 6 months or 1 year of training, even before 6 months or 1 year of training, the people will directly go into the PEDs.
Exactly.
So I have a friend who started his gym after his 10th. As I said, like I started the gym after 10. He also started his gym after his 10th standard. The coach gave him Dynabol to reduce the weight.
Oh. Usually Dynabol will be given to gain muscle.
Yeah. So that was a harsh reality 6 or 7 years before.
That's true. So nowadays, the awareness are happening because many people are naturally building physique and a lot of people are getting curiosity. How can these guys are building naturally? How can these guys are getting the condition and everything? And more people, I also want to become like naturally. I want to get the condition naturally. I don't want to, because even though I taken drugs in the past, I don't want to do that because I know the struggles are like what are side effects that's going to give me in the long run. So that's where the people are like coming into completely naturally. And because of more education in terms of natural bodybuilding is happening, and a lot of people are more aware about the drugs. If somebody, in 5 year, 10 year before and all, if somebody gives you tablet, just because he's a trainer, he's having a huge body, you will be putting it because he have physique. Because somebody has a good physique, which means he knows everything. That kind of a mentality was there.
And he can sell things.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what happened. Every trainer looks like very huge and bulky, and just because they are giving, you will like he's my master, he's giving some tablets, it will help me to grow, I will be able to reduce the body weight, fat burners and all. They were easily suggesting and people are taking it. Nowadays what happening, even if you're giving supplementation, whey protein or multivitamin or whatsoever, people are going into Google and putting out what is that thing and what is happening, what is the side effect, what is the best thing, what time to take, and everything they are doing by themselves. Because nowadays we have more opportunity to learn everything within a hand itself, like in your mobile. So that's
we
where
can access
the awareness is
with
there.
our phone.
Yeah, exactly.
Even that's really good.
Yeah, that's the thing.
That's really good.
So people are started asking questions rather than just blindly believing. People are asking questions. This is where things are changing.
In my perspective, it's all about the people's mindset.
Exactly.
So if a guy really need to choose, so he needs to be really focused that he should fix in his mind that if I need to go to the enhanced side of bodybuilding or to the natural side of bodybuilding, that should be the like the focus or the mindset of the particular person. So he
Exactly.
should have a clear vision. He should understand the both the pros and cons of the natural bodybuilding show, and he should understand the pros and cons of the enhanced bodybuilding show.
Every enhanced bodybuilder wants a natural bodybuilder. I'm repeating again. Every enhanced bodybuilder wants a natural bodybuilder. Because when you're born itself, you can't become like an enhanced bodybuilder, right? When you step in the gym, you will be like doing all the things naturally. And after some part, you will be like turning into enhanced side based on your goals or whatsoever. So if you have any kind of a desired goal of like doing the Mr. Olympia or getting into state level competition in a big manner where you want to win to do get into the government job and all, there it makes sense. You can do the enhanced side. I'm not completely against enhanced bodybuilding and all. If you do it like in a proper way, it's okay. Just know that all the side effects and you need to do it when you're committed to do the enhanced side, but ensure that you are doing under a good quality coach. Okay, when I say good quality coach, the coach should have good amount of experience, good amount of knowledge, good amount of certification, good amount of empathy to take care of yourself, because you're going to give complete health. Naturally, it's complete story where even you can do a general deficit and all, you can get the body fat loss done. But when it comes to enhanced side, you're injecting something. So you know to ensure that you're choosing a well knowledge and experienced coach, whatsoever money you're going to invest. So that's very important. So here, you as an athlete, knowing where you are going in the long run is very important. Taking action according to that is very important. I see natural bodybuilding is like very huge thing where you don't have to stress your body into that kind of a level. Even natural bodybuilding itself, you're going to face a lot of problems in terms of low libido, stress, because low calorie intake and everything, you're going to hurt your body. But compared to enhanced side, natural bodybuilding in the long run, it's better.
We should really test or check with the quality of the medicines that we are getting. So
That's fantastic. Yeah. So in India, you are getting a lot of grey products in terms second copy, third copy, where even you are taking steroids, you won't get the result of getting the steroids. The quality of like the ml of injection and all will be less. We don't want to talk more about that because that's an enhanced side, that's a different story. But you should ensure that and all, like whichever the coach you're joining, because most of the time coaches will suggest a particular medication to the clients. So the coach is always important.
So when we talk about the natural competition prep time, so how much should be a guy should invest on a prep time for the whole contest?
Before you get into the prep, you should have a solid 3+ years of training experience where you build your physique. In the 3 years, you should ensure you are building your muscles in a good manner in terms of eating in a surplus calories or maintenance calories at least. The prep time, minimum 24 weeks, which is like around 6 month time, you can dedicate on a slow manner because it's a natural bodybuilding.
It should be bare minimum of 30 weeks, right?
Yes, bare minimum 30 weeks so that you can take it in a slow and steady manner without losing a lot of muscles. The muscle that you gain throughout your gaining phase and all can be easily lost during your prep based on the strategy that you follow.
So what should be the workout protocol from the day 1 to the last plate?